So, find ourselves inside the new Sonata, and I'm just going to go over a couple things that I found personally while driving it that I like, and then a couple that I'm a little bit unsure of, a little uneasy of at this point. So, first thing I'm not really too fond of at this point is the sensitivity of the sensors. Basically, when you're backing up, the rear cross traffic, when something's coming in, even though like you might be really far away, I found so far that in my couple times, so if I'm driving out of my laneway, for example, and there's a car coming on about a good 10-15 feet away, the car still stops really abruptly. So I'm not sure if it's just the sensitivity or if it can be adjusted accordingly. But at this point, that's kind of my one. There's been a few times where the car's just stopped suddenly and you're like, well, what's going on? Like, but it's that system is super active. But other than that, it hasn't been too bad. I'm still getting used to it a little bit. But as far as the actual driving itself, really smooth, really seamless integration of like your phone and everything. The car feels sturdy. The car feels stable. It's nice and quiet. The exhaust note, I did find out the exhaust note that you do hear inside the car is actually the audio system playing the sound in. So I'm not, if it was my car, I'd still be changing out the exhaust anyways, doing a little bit of my own touches to it, but that's besides the point. Another thing that I'm finding is still something that I'm getting used to is while driving, the assisted driving. I'm still old school in that sense, so I've been not driving with that unless I'm on the highway. The highway, it works beautifully, but the back roads, it works, but because some of the area that I'm in, some of the lines aren't actually painted on the roads, the system gets a little bit confused. There are times when it's a really clean edge with whatever it might be, just be stones or like gravel on the side or even fences, and that it does actively pick up those. But other than that, driving wise, really nice, really tight steering, really comfortable seating, really good view, lots of clarity around the car. So those characteristics I love at this point. Other than that, I'll go over some of the things with the audio, the layout, and things along that lines. You do really feel planted in the car. That's one thing I do like. Even though it's not as directly not as directly focused on the driver's cockpit feel like the Elantras are, it's still all geared towards me as the driver. So that's a really comfortable thing. The center console, the armrest, how it's shaped, just little things like that. It's a really comfortable place to be. But all right, so I'm gonna switch over, do some footage now, kind of get some more driving footage and things along that lines. But other than that, it's a nice car, I'm gonna say. Overall, I do like it better than the previous generation. Now that I've driven both, a couple more than just kind of around the drive-through and things along that. Around the parking lot and things along that lines. But it's good, beautiful, like the actual panoramic sunroof and that. It's really it's a nice, comfortable, quiet place to be. And I don't know, if you're in the market for one, I recommend it. Okay, so here we are in the actual car itself. Let's zoom out a little bit here. Oh, here we go. So there's the steering wheel. Absolutely love the new design on the steering wheel here. You got the four dots. So that is your Morse code for the H symbol, the N-line steering wheel here. So you got the red stitch on it. And then the actual infotainment system here. So let's go in, kind of take another look at this beautiful little layout here. And it's really good. So this would be, you're kind of right in front of my face right now. So that's kind of the driver's view. Again, on the on the door handles and door pods here, Bose audio system, memory seats. I've got the lights just kind of set to purple, so it's kind of visible in the daylight here. But you can see there. Yeah, overall, I'm not mad at this layout, that's for sure. Alright, so driven the car now for quite a bit. We are still on the road right now, but just thought I'd give you a driving impression at this point. So, super peppy, good amount of torque, really comfortable ride. Some of the safety features I'm a little not overly pleased with. They kind of get to me a little bit. I'll show you a little insert of a clip here, but so I'm just recording this here. It's a little bit interesting. You guys probably just saw the actual signs coming up on the car there saying collision warning. Now, if I look at the rear view camera here, you can kind of see I'm a good probably 8 feet, 9 feet off the road, but it is picking up cars as they go by when they're coming from the right. So I'm just going to delay here. So here we see there's cars coming. Well, watch this here. See if I can get it to do it again. So I'm physically off the road. Oh, here we go. Watch. So that's pretty interesting. The rear cross traffic alert thing is really handy, but the assisted braking kind of keeps me on edge, I guess you would say. Pulling out of my driveway just to come on this little drive here, the car was in the opposite lane driving, and I was backing out of my driveway into the opposite lane. So same side lane for me, they were coming in the other way, and the car picked it up and auto braked for me. Completely threw me off. So I'm sure after a little bit of refinement just on myself, the car's doing its thing, and that's what the car is designed to do. But as far as me getting used to it, it will still take a little bit. And that's going to be kind of a valuable thing that I can pass forward, I guess, to potential owners and things along that line. So other than that, interior, great. Very, very low exterior road noise. Amazing sound system, and as far as I'm concerned, the Bose audio in here with the center point system, great sounding. All different types of music we've been playing, trying it out, just kind of getting a feel for it. And then as far as the power, it is definitely not lacking. Yeah, overall, just quite the nice little vehicle. I got a little time with it and took it for a car wash, got used to the lines, just kind of understood the whole reason behind the vehicle a little bit more. And I don't know, they kind of nailed it. I mean, I've been driving now for probably a good 45 minutes, hour. Legs are great. The seat's still comfortable. A lot of support in it. I'm very pleased, very, very pleasantly surprised with it. It is a very nice vehicle. Yeah, other than that, I'm just going to keep driving and enjoy it, and hopefully you guys like the video and get yourself into one, go for a test drive as well. It's one thing to see other people drive and hear what they have to say, but the biggest thing, like even when I'm working with customers and that at the store, the biggest thing is, as much as you might like the looks of a vehicle, you have to get out and drive. If you don't like how the car rides and how it drives, there's no point in investing in those next however many years with it. Yeah, I don't know. I've been playing with all the features. I've got it kind of set up and tailored to like my driving style, my liking now. Good seating position, but it's comfortable. I'm very, very pleased with it. Yeah, go out and give yourself the opportunity to experience the car for one, and just if you're in the market for one, definitely look at the N-line. It's definitely grown on me. That's all I got to say at this point. But I'm gonna do some insert some other footage here now, trying to just do some driving footage, get you guys acquainted with, I guess, my area and my surroundings. But other than that, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.